morning, students. Well, it's Wednesday and it's another day of learning, or should I say, remote learning. Let's get straight to devotions.
Hey kids, here I am just hanging out under the sea, and I'm just here to catch up with some old friends. Oh, here's one of them right now. Ooh, hey kids! Hey Patrick. Well, I'll meet you later at SpongeBob's house. So just go do devotions first. All right. Now today for devotions, it comes from the book of Psalms, chapter 106, verse 9 to 10, and it's got something to do with the sea, and it says. He rebuked the Red Sea, and it dried up. He led them through the depths of the sea as though through a desert. He saved them from the hand of the foe, from the hand of the enemy. He redeemed them. Now that verse is talking about the time when God helped Moses lead the people out of Egypt. They got to a point where they were trapped. They got to the Red Sea, but then the Egyptian army was coming to kill them, so they felt trapped. They didn't know what to do, but God told Moses to put his staff in the middle of in the sea, and you know what happened? The whole sea just split wide open, and the people were able to get through the Red Sea just by walking on the sand. And then and as the enemies tried to chase them, the sea collapsed on them and they could not catch up with the people. So God saved his people by splitting a whole sea. Can you believe that? That's amazing, So what can we learn from that story? Well, sometimes we may feel like we're trapped between, and we might have like a whole ocean of troubles right in front of us, and we might have troubles chasing us as well, and we feel trapped. But just remember that God is always there to help us get out of difficult situations, okay? All right, well, I better go now because, looks like a shark is coming.
For English today, we'll be using our Oxford Grammar books to look up text connectives. Do you know what text connectives are? Well, it's another word for sequential words, okay? So we've done this before already. So examples like a cooking recipe is very sequential because you need to follow the steps in the right order. So examples of text connectives or sequential words, if you like to use that, words like first, then, next, and finally, okay? Words like that to give you an indication of where you are at in accordance with the sequence of what you are reading, okay? Okay, so have a read of that and then answer these questions on this side. That should be found in Unit 21 of your Oxford Grammar books. Good luck. Now for some maths. Today we're going to look at EFTPOS transactions. Do you guys know what an EFTPOS card is? Well, they kind of look like this, okay? Whoop, I'm just hiding it. So they look like credit cards which uses your money from your savings account to make purchases at shops, or you can use it for online shopping as well, okay? Another advantage of EFTPOS cards is that you can actually use them to take out cash from the shops as well, okay? Oh, fun fact, did you guys know that EFTPOS actually stands for Electronic Funds Transfer at Point of Sale? Yeah, just thought you'd know. Anyways, let's have a look at the first question and do this one together. Okay, so over here we have a tennis racket that costs $95. And so if you bought a tennis racket and took out $100 cash, the EFTPOS amount would be, so $95 for the racket plus the $100 cash withdrawal, which will give you $195 altogether. Okay, pretty simple math there. And good luck with those questions. All right, moving on to kilograms and grams. Okay, Now, just to start off, how many grams are there in 1 kilogram? Do you remember? Well, if you said 1,000, you would be correct. Okay. Now, most of this stuff you should already know, but let's have a quick recap on question 10A, just as an example to refresh your memory. All right. So we have a weighing scale here. It's pointing to 2.9 kilograms as shown in your worksheet. Now, how many kilograms are there and how many grams? Let's break it down, okay? So we said that there's 1,000 grams per kilogram. So if it's pointing at if it's 2.9, that means there's 2 kilograms. And how many grams? It would be 900. Okay, makes sense? All right, so now that you know that, you should be able to do the rest of the questions yourself. Thank you. All right, now before we go on to integrated studies, let's have a quick recap of Newton's laws of motion. Take this tennis ball for example. It's not going anywhere. So which of Newton's laws are applied right now? Well, if you said law number 1, which states anything that is in motion will stay in motion, or anything that is at rest will stay at rest unless acted upon by an outside force, then you are correct. Let's have a look at one more example. Now, what if we were to roll this tennis ball along the ground? Which forces would be in play then? Let's have a look. See, now after a while, the ball will stop moving, even though it didn't hit anything. Newton's law states that an object will remain in motion unless acted upon by an outside force. Now, what forces would have caused that ball to stop rolling? Well, if you think about the carpet, that has a bit of friction on it, so that would have helped slow the ball down. Also, let's think of there would have been a bit of air resistance, a very small amount. And don't forget, gravity as well is constantly pulling down on everything. Okay? Alright guys, so turn to your Move It worksheets that we've been going through in the last couple of days. And answer questions 9 to 10, just 2 questions today. And you will need a ball of some sort to answer question 10. And yeah, so enjoy doing that. Alright, so that's it for another episode of Grade 4 News. Hope you guys have an awesome day today. Just want to encourage you guys to keep up all the good work and have a good day. And don't forget to remind your parents about parent-teacher interviews. I had a good time talking to some of them last night. And yeah, enjoy guys. And don't forget to contact me if you need help. Bye-bye.